Hello and welcome back to Regiments. We are on phase 4 of Doctrinal Approach. Last time we kicked off the second phase of the operation, moving forward into Homburg, trying to capture the main objectives there. Got close to the objectives, but didn't quite get them last time. Now we're going to move forward into the town and try to actually capture those victory points. So when we left off last time, we were in a fight for Kilo. After we take Kilo, we'll be in good position to take Hotel, November, and Oscar. We also had a fight going on for Golf. We're moving a BTR company onto Golf and have this BTR 70 platoon in support, who we're also going to slide up and hit Golf from the other side. Bringing up Strellas to keep the enemy air off us, and I was able to call in some BDRM2s and mortars to support our advance. So let's see how this is starting off for us. We are at close range, taking a lot of fire. These T-55s over here, or T-72s, should be indispensable, taking out those M113s. And I think this BTR platoon should be in good shape to actually take on this Panzer Grenadier unit. Let's bring up the other BTR unit, have them move quick, and get up there, start to win this battle for us. T-55s are taking some hits. This BMP company, the platoon on the right side, is also not doing great, but I think we'll be able to push these Leopards back, push this reserve platoon back. Let's get those T-55s out of there since we lost a few. Good, we've got the infantry platoon out of the way. All right, so they have stronger forces here than we thought. Let's pull back into this tree line here and maybe wait for some support before we go try to take that one. They're counterattacking us, so as soon as we get the reinforcements we want, the points ready, we're going to have to get more troops in here. Now, this is just a mortar unit. Let's get that taken care of ASAP. And can't exactly see what's hitting us from these buildings in this area. I'd assume with the amount of fire we have going on to the mortar unit, it's not going to last long. So we've got enough forces here moving on to this infantry unit. We should be able to get them taken care of. There we go. We've got a recon unit over here. It's a BRDM2, very lightly armed, just a 14.5mm machine gun. But they can at least give us some visual on what's going on here. I've got our tanks much closer than I'd like, but we've got a whole infantry company also putting pressure on these Panzer Grenadiers, so they should be pretty heavily suppressed. Now, I do have our mortar platoon in here. So, all right, and this company is down to one platoon. Let's rotate them out. As soon as we get our next tanks up there, we'll pull them back. Now I want these units in place. That's good because we do have a counterattack coming. All right, those Leopards actually pulled back. I'm not sure why, but I'll take it. So then with just 2 soldiers left in an M113 unit, I think we can push forward and take it. They are suppressed. There's just 2 units left. I don't think they're a threat to us any longer. There they go. So we're getting that BTR company out. They took some heavy casualties. They're down to just 1 platoon. So I want to get them out so they can refit and we can get a stronger unit back in. One thing I am worried about with this counterattack is that we're going to see them come out this side at Echo, and we're not positioned to take that on right now. Now, what am I seeing over here? Okay, these guys are just about out of ammo. They're just taking some shots at the retreating units. Okay, so I think between the mortars we're able to call in, it's a BRDM with a 50 cal or 14.5mm. I think we can suppress this unit and maybe push them back out of Hotel. I'm not too worried about it. I really do need just more frontline units. I think that's what's hurting me. I would need to get this BMP platoon in. So who else can I call back? Let's get this anti-tank unit back,
Zone captured.
since they're just about out of ammo. I don't feel comfortable waiting to call in units like this, but I don't have a choice. I could call in this 100-point T-55 platoon, but I want to get that full-strength infantry company. I think our mortars should be continuing to fire on these guys. Yep. So they should be leaving. We'll move our scouts into hotel. Oh, no, we won't. We will back them up because there are still people there. Just a reserve unit, but I'm not going to mess with it. I don't want to lose troops unnecessarily. There we go. We've got enough points. Let's get those BMPs in. And the great thing about the BMPs is they're armed. They carry ATGMs, so they can take on enemy vehicles pretty effectively as well as infantry. And let's make sure we've got them moving north as quickly as possible. So this unit's panicking, and if we keep this up, they'll probably retreat soon, I'd hope. I haven't seen that counterattack come in yet. I've got enough points that I can call in a tactical support. There we go, right on cue. So who can I have help? Oh, I didn't realize I had these T-55s. Let's get you up there right now. And we'll get the Su-22 bomber in because we need help. Do have some artillery coming in. Oh, well, it's very good. They targeted my T-55s, which weren't there anymore. That's what I like to see. And hopefully these bombers can really do a number on these platoons. There we go. That was what I needed to take out those platoons, keep my units safe. Let's get those T-72s out of there before we lose more. And our units just aren't fast. I saw someone in the comments for, maybe not this video, maybe a previous one, saying they liked to use helicopters for a quick reaction force. And I like that too, I just haven't had the points to call in helicopter units. But I definitely agree with doing that. Alright, so we held off Kilo. What I'm going to do is I'm going to redirect my T-55s to taking Hotel. And then once that's taken, I'm actually going to send my BMP infantry to relieve this company at Kilo. Okay, those guys bailed. Let's have our scouts go take that point. And for the next unit to call in, let's see. I think I'm going to call in the big T-55 unit. Not sure exactly what the 6 tanks represents. Might be, I don't know, just 2 platoons put together. I don't know of any Warsaw Pact formations in this era that used a 6 tank unit. Kind of weird, but... Alright, they have a counterattack with 2 to 4 platoons. So we've got to make sure we get some more reinforcements brought up. Hopefully we're able to get this infantry company there in time. If we don't, we could have a bad time. Good news is we'll capture Hotel. And after this, we have 2 more phases. So this was our last tactical event card. So for the next phase, we'll have a choice of 4 cards. So hopefully we'll have 2 positive ones, and we can have a positive card for our last 2 phases. Their artillery is missing. I'm going to slide forward just a little bit since it seems like they're hitting toward the back. And I'm not sure if those artillery strikes indicate where they're going to attack.
Zone captured.
Doesn't seem like that's how it worked last time. I'm going to pull that BRDM-2 out. They are pretty beat up. There we go. We just need this fresh BMP company in there. If they can get up to Kilo before the attack hits, that'll put us in good shape to defend. Kind of want a supply truck. Oh, and we can also pull that BTR unit out. Since we've got hotel now, I can feel comfortable leaving Gulf open. All right, and man, those companies are clumsy, which is, I guess, the implementation the developer's going for. They don't feel smooth moving around. We've got them up front. This BMP HQ boosts their effectiveness and is actually pretty decent at supplying some fire with the Concourse ATGM behind them. Let's get this BTR company up here. Oh, not bad, not bad. So this is a Leopard. I don't know if we can see enough detail here. It looks like Leopard 2s, but they're pretty heavily suppressed. And I think between the suppression and looks like maybe there's a Gepard there. Yeah. So you got Leopard 2s and a Gepard, but they're suppressed. They're taking a ton of fire. I think we'll be okay. I'm not too worried about that attack. Now they do have planes coming in, so I want to make sure our Strela can at least suppress them, prevent them from effectively attacking our guys. And now we've really got the armor advantage moving against these guys. We have 2 tank platoons, plus they're already suppressed. Mortars out of ammo, I'm just going to retreat them. I'm not going to try to move them back to the supply and resupply them here. I'll just pull them all the way back. And now we've got T-55s and T-72s pushing these units back. When my other infantry get here, I want to move them on to November. I think that's what I need to take next. I'm moving pretty methodically through this. I don't know if it would be smart to try to cut them off. I'm worried they have units sitting at each of these objectives. So if I try to cut them off, then I'll be getting hit from 2 sides. And this HQ is pretty damaged, plus out of ammo, so I'm going to pull them out. Let's get these tanks looking at over at November. I'll put my anti-tank unit somewhere in these trees so that they can respond quickly. And then for our BTRs, they're going to roll into November. I think this is the setup we need. I'm going to call that BTR fire support unit back. Just get them right in the center of this town so that they can help with any assaults. Which assault should I go with first? Let's get the PT-76s in. They're a pretty solid recon unit. All right. So we do have some infantry here. I want my T-72s to get out of range. And we'll get the BTRs in there. Because they can bring infantry up and support. I just don't want my tanks getting too close and then taking anti-tank fire from these infantry. All right, so we're at least suppressing these aircraft. Which is good. Because if they hit an infantry company that's on the move, that is just a shooting gallery for A-10s. All right, we have a pretty solid counterattack emerging over here. Let's send the T-72s over to help with it. Maybe send a bombing run in. Now we've got 3 platoons of infantry coming in and tank support. Very nice looking offensive. And what do we have left? Good. So we've got our tanks now, or our planes now taking on their tanks. Hopefully at least suppressing them. Oh, and our T-55s took a lot of damage. Hopefully we'll escape with a couple of them still intact. These missile carriers don't seem to be hitting the Leopards much. There we go, we got a couple out now. And we've got T-72s, which should match up very well against Leopard 1s.
Remaining.
There we go, their infantry is just about gone. Only 1 left. And once the infantry are gone, yeah, they're going to pull back. They're not very useful after that, just those vehicles on their own. 150 points. What can I call in? Let's get some artillery in. I think that'll be helpful. Maybe use the BTR to take Juliet. I think that could be the move for us. Oh, what is this? Were these guys just hiding in the woods the whole time? I'm just going to close the gap here and hopefully punch through them with some side armor. If they actually hit ever. I'd hope with side armor they could get right through. Good, they're down to 1. All right, there they go. Now, what's next? I feel like we're in good shape with Juliet. Maybe let's move these infantry forward and see what we can see in Oscar. Strela still has 44% ammo left. I'm definitely going to keep an eye on that, since they're using some pretty heavy air cover on me. Alright, so we got a few units over here in Juliet. And where is my artillery? There we go. Let's stop the artillery and just start hitting these tanks. So these are Leopard 1s, and it's just 2 of them. So this must be, I don't know if it's a reserve detachment or something where there's only 2 tanks. But either way, I'm glad there's only 2 of them. And again, these are M48s. Not a very big tank, or a very powerful tank. They're more powerful than T-55s, maybe? I don't know. I'd have to look at the stats. I would think, let's see, 12 AP, and they've only got 9 armor. And how's the... Yeah, so the T-55 has better armor, fairly equivalent gun. Let's get these fire support guys right up close. And we should take Juliet. Very nice. That tank platoon is gone. Two minutes. I think I can take Oscar. Where's my artillery? I thought I hotkeyed it. There we go. And let's just start dropping some artillery on Oscar. That anti-tank unit is out of ammo. I don't see anyone in Oscar, but I'm just going to start dropping some artillery on it in case. And we will stop that because we have our own people in Oscar. There we go. Drop the speed back down. And that's just the Luke's unit. We should punch through that pretty quick. Done. There we go. Now we've got the mechanized infantry we found. Let's make sure we can get them.
Zone captured.
And I called in artillery on Oscar. Or on these infantry, at least there. Very close to our own guys. I don't think it's too close. Easy saying that when I'm not the one on the ground. And hopefully that at least contributes to suppression. Maybe takes out a few of the infantry and we can push them out of Oscar. Alright, so we lost a platoon. Good news is we've got 2 left. There we go. That was a pretty good hit from our artillery. And what do they got? You can see their infantry are winding down. Man, they're sending a lot of airstrikes. And they hit our infantry on Oscar pretty hard with those planes. I'm going to pull the Strela back. Only have 37 seconds. So I'm not too worried about it. I think I'm going to sit tight here. That is a pretty good run. We took all 3 of the main objectives. And then we've got 2 phases just to take Papa. So I think this sets us up in pretty good situation for the next one. I don't think our losses were too bad. 23 to 53, pretty good there. The total casualties were good. Let's see how the operational authority looks. And yeah, 116 could be better, but definitely could be much worse. Do I take the helicopters for the next one? I'm not sure. I'll have to look at that one. But we will have enough authority to reinforce some of our units that are running low and call in another task force. So thanks for watching this one. I think we had a pretty good mission here. I feel good about it, and I'm excited for the next one. Hope you're enjoying the series, and have a good one.